Namaste, this is Dr Karishma Ahuja. Who's your best friend? Probably the name or the picture of a person may have come to your mind. What if I told you that your best friend could also be your worst enemy? Strange, isn't it? But this is true. Of one of the most important gifts we human beings have been given, the gift of the tongue, the gift of speech, the ability to communicate and express. Let me share with you a story that will teach you a very powerful lesson and will certainly inspire you to become conscious of every word you are speaking. Words you speak in humor, words you speak in anger, words you speak in sadness, words you speak in joy. When you become conscious of the energy you're putting out through your words, your world has the power to completely transform. And the best part is, it will be the most wonderful gift you will give also to people around you. For the one whose tongue is its best friend certainly will receive the best from the world and will also start giving the best to the world. Once there was a king who wanted to know what would make every one of his subjects wise and happy. So he organized an exhibition and invited all the wise men of his kingdom to come there and keep articles which could bring happiness into everyone's life. The idea behind this activity was that people would come, see wonderful things, get inspired and happy and return to their homes. The king himself came to see the exhibition. There he saw rows and rows of wonderful things like flowers, fruits, beautiful plants, wonderful varieties of sweets, clothes, books, musical instruments, gold ornaments, things of art, and so on. In spite of seeing so many beautiful things, none of these things really appeared to him to be that one thing which could make everyone happy. He thought to himself, these are nice things, but they don't appeal to me so much, and so maybe they will not appeal to others who come to this exhibition. Something is missing, he thought to himself. Just as he was thinking so, he came across a colored model of clay. It was the mouth of a man showing the tongue while talking to a poor, lean and hungry old man on the road. At the bottom of this model were written two words: good tongue. The sculptor of the model was sent for as the king wanted to know what this model and piece of clay was actually trying to depict. "My lord," said the sculptor, "all other things in this exhibition make man happy only for some time. But a good tongue, by speaking a few words of sympathy and love, makes others happy for years and years. The effects of good words last until eternity. O King, he said, good words give hope and cheer to the suffering, strength and confidence to the weak, sympathy and love to the orphaned. So I thought, O King, only a good tongue can make all men happy all the time. So I decided to present this model of clay to show you what I was thinking and what I wanted to prove. The king was immensely pleased to hear these words. He gave the sculptor a bag full of gold coins as his prize. The king was very happy with the fact that he had indeed such wise men in his kingdom, that the people of his kingdom had today indeed learnt a very valuable lesson. After some days, the king was very keen to know what is it that could make man very unhappy. So this time, he again thought of organizing another exhibition, asking the wise men of his land to keep articles which could fill one's life with misery. The thought behind this was, if people are aware of things that cause them pain and suffering, they would find a way to get away from these things. With these noble thoughts, the king announced the exhibition. This time, the exhibition was filled with objects like sticks and whips, knives and swords, thorny plants, bitter fruits, liquor, poison, tobacco, barking dogs, and cawing crows. After seeing so many of these things, the king was very dissatisfied, for in none of them did the king see a satisfactory answer to his question. At last, he came to a clay model, just like the one he had seen in the earlier exhibition he had organized. But this time, it showed big red eyes and a blackish tongue, abusing a poor, lean, hungry old man. At the bottom were written two words, bad tongue. The sculptor was sent for. He came and explained to the king, "My lord, it is a bad tongue that can actually kill others. It can cause more harm than even actions can, for it can destroy happiness and joy, hope and courage, and push people into a pool of misery. The wounds caused from a bad tongue, O king," he said, "will continue to hurt and insult people for years. And so, a bad tongue, O king, is the worst enemy of man. So I decided to present this model of clay to prove my point." The king was very happy with the answer. Indeed, he thought to himself, once again, he and the people of his kingdom have learnt a very valuable lesson on the power of words. He gave the sculptor another bag filled with gems and diamonds. Indeed, your clay models teach us a lesson more precious than these gold coins, gems, and diamonds all put together. A good tongue is the best friend of every man and the simplest way to experiencing more happiness and joy in our lives. But if we allow it to go loose, if we allow it to go the wrong way, it will cause us harm and damage which can never be undone in our lives. What a wonderful lesson we have learned through this story. Whatever you wish to achieve and manifest in your life, your energy and your vibration play a very big role. And anyone who wishes to enjoy a good vibration must become aware of the power of words. Words can change your vibration. Words can either take your vibration higher or take your vibration lower, depending on how you use your words. How you use your tongue decides how much happiness you experience in your life. Words once spoken cannot be undone. No matter how much you try, the effects of your ill words, words spoken in anger, frustration, hatred, bitterness, will cause a wound so deep that it will take years and years for it to heal. And sometimes it may not heal at all. Not just the heart of the person you spoke these words to, your own heart will be left wounded. Words can either encourage or words can totally demotivate and discourage. Here are a few important ways we can start becoming conscious of using our tongue in an appropriate manner. 1. Speak less. Often we end up speaking wrong things because we speak a lot. If you speak less, you conserve your energy, you get less into arguments. You will be a happier person, a more peaceful person, a more successful person. Number 2. Never speak in anger. If you are angry or upset about something, take some time to cool down. Once your body starts to relax, your mind starts to get calmer, that is the time for you to express your views to the other person. 3. Speak softly and sweetly. Words spoken softly, pleasingly, and sweetly will always be words that will be best understood by other people. Soft, sweet words will always have the power to convince others, to heal others, to bless others. So whenever you wish to communicate something important to someone, speak softly, pleasingly, and sweetly. You will run into arguments less. You will also improve your relationships. Number 4. Use as many positive words as you can. Look back at your day and you may find yourself using so many words that you know you should not be using. A simple thing to do is replace the negative thought or words with something positive. For example, I don't want to be late can be replaced with I wish to be early. I don't like this can be replaced with I would rather choose this. Try this technique and you will certainly be able to change the quality of your words and thus the quality of your life. Number 5. Speak to uplift. Speak to give hope. Always ensure that your words are encouraging other people, not destroying them or their dreams. If words are used to uplift others, give hope to others, encourage others, then these words will become stepping stones of success for the other person. And what are they going to do to you? They will further reinstate your own power and ability to achieve things in your life. Remember, what you speak to someone, you are actually speaking to your own subconscious mind. If you constantly look at helping others, encouraging others, motivating others, your own subconscious mind will get inspired and motivated, and you will start achieving all your dreams and your goals. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share it with others. Subscribe to this channel. Click the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest videos. This is Dr. Karishma Ahuja wishing you all the very best. Namaste. God bless.